Good afternoon to a rainy Hermanus in South Africa. I'm going to attempt something that I saw on YouTube from Nitro Talk with Todd in his video, which I'll happily link. He says very clearly that this is his method and he doesn't subscribe anyone to use it. Right, that's it. What I'm attempting today is my HPI F4.6 motor that comes out of my Savage. I tore it down last night and I found that the piston relatively easily goes all the way to the top, far past top dead center. If I look at the ridging on the sleeve, that should be about top dead center, which leaves just a bit of gap at the bottom of the exhaust. Now, full disclosure, this is the first time that I've ever stripped down a nitro engine. This is the first time that I would ever attempt a pinch, and that with a method from Nitro Todd that they very clearly, that they very clearly said we shouldn't attempt if you don't know what you're doing, which I probably don't. But from my research, it kind of suggests that you get full pinch just before the exhaust part of the cylinder, the piston opens the exhaust port to the bottom, and you'll see that the exhaust side of the cylinder has got an indent, a wrench there, so that's clearly an indication. Well, looks like it is. So there's two options here. There's either this very narrow or very wide clamp. I would have thought that this wide clamp would force the compression part too wide, and therefore I'm going to go with a much more narrow clamp. I think this is a 22 by 4, or was it 22 by 6? Let me just make sure. Yeah, 22 by 6 clamp. So the basic idea of this is that we put the clamp over, and I'm just going to align this with the exhaust port. I don't know why, it just feels correct. And then we'll clamp this down. Give it a good torquing. I have no clue how much the correct amount is. Todd measures a good torquing, so I'm going to go in with that. Now look at this. Immediately, I cannot reach top dead center. So theoretically, this is pinched. But if I release the clamp, then immediately I release the pinch and it goes right through again. So, theory behind this is to put stress on it so that the pinch is about right. Heat it up just enough for it to reset the size, and then we're going to quench it in water. And this way, it's going to keep that size. In theory, that makes sense. How long exactly that's going to take, I am not sure. I'm just going to pause this for a second because I actually need a timer for this, which I don't have right now. So the rain's falling quite hard. Now in Todd's video, he did the first clamp. He said also very clearly that he just knows how long, because he's been doing it for so long. But I think in my case, I'm going to just time it, and I'm going to do a 30-second burn for the first one, and then pinch it, and let's see where we're at. And then obviously, I mean, if you over pinch, then you screw. So let's rather underclick pinch than over pinch. And yeah, that's heating up. That's 10 seconds. Seconds, 25, and 30. I'm going to push it a little bit further, 35, and cutting the heat, grabbing the gun. Oh, listen to that. Right. So that's compressed, quenched, compressed, heated, and quenched, all under a minute. Let's bring that out. Nice and cool by now. And testing time, I guess. Remove the stress of the clamp and see what has come from our pinch. Oh my word. This worked. This worked. Look, it's perfect. It might even be a bit tight. I think I would probably need to do a bit of a run-in again. Because if I push really hard, then I just get at the bottom of that. I think this is that's absolutely free moving. When it gets closer to top dead center, it pinches nice, and that's perfect. I can probably push it into top dead center, but I think that's going to over push it. Thanks, Todd. I honestly think it's one of the simplest things that I've done in a while. Not without risk, but it seems to have done the job. Yes. Maybe slightly overpinched. I'm going to take it easy with the first tank or two, just as a precaution, just to ride it in again. There we go. Done.